Hello there. Nebula Scholar and Post here for something a little different. I've got here the OG Guilty Gear The Missing Link. You'll see in a bit, but this game, broken and filled with jank, is what spawned the series that I've come to love. But that's also why I didn't record any live commentary for this one. Gotta focus on surviving the jank. So, without further ado, let's get this started. So, I know I'm a Kai main, and I tried, I really did. But for this, I gotta take Soul. If you didn't know, that right there is an instant kill. No meter, just go. Hit punch and kick, and then 2-3-6 hit any attack button once you've entered the Crimson Morbid World. Alternatively, just land a perfect guard. That one's a bit harder to protect though. If the opponent also hits 2-3-6 and an attack within that time frame, they can avoid it, but there's literally nothing stopping you from doing it again, and again, and again, and again. Landing an instant kill ends the match. Not the round, mind you, the match. Of course, in arcade mode, the AI will also take advantage of this. Good luck clearing it without using continue. Kai's instant kill in particular is very strong. It's straight up an infinite checkmate. If the opponent managed to cancel it, Kai is still perfectly in range to use it again, forcing the opponent to keep countering it until either the clock runs out or they fail to counter it. But I don't know if it's my controller, me, or just the input failing to register, but I personally can't infinite loop it, which is why I have trouble clearing with Kai. Gonna need to depend on the cheese and the jank in order to actually clear this game. It's actually like sort of busted. So basically, the first 4 opponents are free. You can insta-kill them, and they'll only occasionally counter it. It's from match 5 onward that the AI starts thinking, and that's when things start to get dicey. As I said, to beat this arcade mode, you're going to need an extreme amount of cheese, and Soul has a good amount of that. Soul's running kick actually loops into itself if you manage to keep it going, and using Volcanic Viper Slash, not the heavy slash launches you too far to keep it going, but the slash version, in the corner, you can keep looping that until they get dizzied, and if you time it right, you can catch them as they exit dizzy, so you can keep it going. You might not win via damage, but I also set the timer to 30 seconds, because win's a win, and as long as I have the health advantage, which I will if they're not hitting me because they're stuck in a loop of Volcanic Vipers, I'll win the round. Speaking of more cheese, arcade abuse strats. Even though the original Guilty Gear was on the PS1 and not in any arcade cabinets, Player 2 can jump in and challenge you even when you're in the middle of the story mode. So, if you're about to lose, either from getting bodied or eating an instant kill, before the game has a chance to register it, hit start on a Player 2 controller. If you do that, the challenger will interrupt with a match, just beat the playerless opponent, and then it'll send you back into the arcade mode ladder without having lost. That's how you avoid using continues. This will be important later, but those who know, know. Of course, I cut out the times where I had to beat up a playerless character. No one needs to sit through those 20 seconds over and over and over. I did get some good practice in for my Volcanic Viper corner loops, though. Oh, and that's why my Soul's color changed from the original to black. Due to controller shenanigans, it recognizes my stick as player 2, which is why I've been playing on that side the whole time. And when I select a character for the challenger match, it gives me, like, P2 colors instead. So, as long as it kept my progress, I didn't really mind, and I just got used to being on P2 side. So this is embarrassing. Not the me losing part, that's kind of expected, considering how hard this game can be and unforgiving. But the me losing this badly to Potemkin. While most characters in this game are broken in a hilarious and fun way with, like, crazy loops and infinites, Potemkin's moves and data are just horrendous and basically worthless. At least, according to Tussle. Potemkin Buster is like the realest move he's got, and it hurts. So that's why I decided to lame it out with zoning instead. You know, I think I actually got the perfect block Morbid World there on Chip, but better safe than sorry. Oh well. It tests my reaction speed at least, so I can keep myself safe. So, Stage 9 Soul as Kai is a nightmare. Actually, I assume Stage 9 anybody is a nightmare. But as for Kai with Soul, he's still pretty scary, but not compared to the insanity that is Soul himself. Or maybe it's just because I spent so much time playing him, I just know how to get through to Kai. I had an easier time here than with Potemkin for some reason. So, Testament, I've never gotten past before. I've gotten past Soul with Kai a couple times, but never past Testament. I guess it really just goes to show how easy Soul can make this when you have the smallest inkling of what to do. And I have the smallest inkling of what to do with Soul. Justice. That's more like it. The zoning, the madness, the outrageous chip damage. I expected this level of annoying from Testament, but I see you took all of it this time. She does get that ultra rad intro scene though, so I can forgive her. Right. Another thing about this game. Once you hit 50% health, as in the yellow bar, overdrives become free. It doesn't matter how much meter you have, you can just use it. It's such a weird choice for a comeback mechanic, so of course it's super broken. Naturally, Soul can show this off very clearly. See, Soul can Dragon Install since the very beginning. It boosts his speed and attack power for a short time, after which he'll get stunned and sit there. And in what's clearly an oversight, Dragon Install here stacks. So when you hit 50% health, just like install thrice, and now Volcanic Viper is the equivalent to uppercutting with a nuke. Of course, pulling that off, especially against Justice, is easier said than done. You can't say I didn't try, though. And there it is. That's Soul's story for the original Guilty Gear. Also the canonical ending, I guess? I didn't end up using Dragon Install properly against Justice, but that's fine. I won. I did it. Here we go. The reason why we can't use any continues. Piping. You have to clear the story mode with either Soul or Kai without using a single continue. I really don't know how people discovered her back in the day. Although I believe the Japanese version of the game had a cheat code to unlock everything, so there's that. I don't have that option though, which is why I have to go through this. At least I don't have to worry about continues anymore. I mean, muscle memory still kicks in and I still hit the start button to interrupt, but that's fine, you don't need to do that. Now, once you reach her, you can just keep fighting her until you win. Just don't ever quit out. And once you've finally beaten her, you've got every single character in Guilty Gear, the missing link.
1分ってとこ。
覚悟はできているか。
見逃せません。当たり返し。